Jason sat at his small kitchen table, staring at the stack of overdue bills beside his lukewarm coffee. Another rejection email had just landed in his inbox, and the weight of his financial struggles was becoming unbearable. He had no job, no savings, and no backup plan. But what he did have was determination and access to the internet. He knew something had to change, and fast. Late at night, while the rest of the house slept, Jason scoured YouTube videos and blog posts about making money online. He was skeptical. So many of the methods seemed shady or required money he simply didn't have. Courses that promised riches asked for hundreds up front. Dropshipping meant buying inventory. Freelancing required skills he hadn't developed. Then he came across a simple concept that made his eyes widen: affiliate marketing. It was the first time he'd read something that felt both realistic and achievable. He didn't need a product. He didn't need capital. All he had to do was promote other people's products and get a commission for every sale made through his referral link. It almost sounded too good to be true. But the more he researched, the more legitimate it seemed. Affiliate marketing was everywhere. Amazon had a program. So did Walmart, Target, and even digital marketplaces like ClickBank and ShareASale. Brands were willing to pay people just for bringing in customers. That's when Jason realized he didn't need to create the product, just be the bridge between the buyer and the seller. He decided to start with what he knew. Jason had always been a fan of low-budget tech gadgets. He couldn't afford high-end gear, but he had a knack for finding solid, affordable alternatives. So he signed up for Amazon Associates, got his affiliate links, and built a list of items he loved and had personally used. He had no blog, no YouTube channel, and no money for ads. But what he did have was a phone with a camera, access to TikTok, and the willingness to try. He set up a basic TikTok account, named it something simple and memorable, and started recording short videos where he reviewed these products. No scripts, no fancy effects, just Jason, holding up a budget microphone or a cheap phone stand, talking about why it was worth the price. At first, it was crickets. A dozen views, maybe 20. He kept posting anyway. Each video got slightly better. He found ways to grab attention in the first 3 seconds, added better lighting using his desk lamp, and even learned a bit about using trending sounds to increase reach. And then one of his videos took off. It was a 30-second clip reviewing a $15 Bluetooth speaker. By the next morning, it had 50,000 views. His phone buzzed nonstop. People were commenting, liking, and asking where to buy it. And best of all, they were clicking his link. Jason opened his Amazon dashboard and saw the numbers. Commissions. Small, but real. $0.67, $1.12, $2.89. In that one day, he made over $30 in affiliate sales. It wasn't much, but it was more than he had made all month. It was enough to prove the concept worked. He doubled down. He started posting daily, sometimes twice a day. He didn't need fancy gear, just clear videos, honest opinions, and a link in his bio. As his TikTok grew, so did his reach. People trusted him because he was relatable. He didn't pretend to be rich. He was just a regular guy sharing things that actually worked. After a couple of weeks, he took the same content and began reposting it on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. This allowed him to multiply his exposure without doing extra work. One video, 3 platforms, and 3 different chances for it to go viral. Subscribe to Finance Family for more real stories like Jason's. Because if he can do it with $0 and a smartphone, so can you. Jason began thinking long-term. He created a free Google site to organize his affiliate links in one place. He used a free link in bio tool to connect people to multiple products from his TikTok profile. Eventually, he started using a free email marketing tool to collect emails in exchange for a simple PDF guide titled Top 10 Budget Tech Items That Actually Work. Each item in the PDF linked with his affiliate tag. Now, whenever someone joined his email list, they'd receive the guide, and Jason got more opportunities to earn. Over time, that list grew into hundreds of subscribers. Every week, he'd send an email sharing his latest finds or TikToks. His community was growing. In just 3 months, he was making around $600 to $800 per month. Not life-changing, but for someone starting from zero, it was the beginning of a financial comeback. What Jason realized was that affiliate marketing isn't about being a slick salesperson. It's about helping people find useful things they're already looking for. He wasn't scamming anyone. He wasn't pitching nonsense. He was simply recommending products he genuinely believed in and earning a cut when people agreed. He became more intentional over time. He stopped chasing viral hits and focused on providing value. He shared budget-friendly office setups, tech accessories for students, and work-from-home essentials. Everything tied back to his brand, useful products for people on a budget. What made it work wasn't a secret strategy. It was consistency, trust, and simplicity. Jason stuck to what he knew, showed up every day, and treated it like a real business, even when the numbers were small. And slowly, they grew. Jason's days began to look different. Instead of stressing over bills and wondering where his next meal might come from, he now spent his mornings checking his affiliate dashboards, replying to comments, and planning new content ideas. What had started as a desperate attempt to make a few dollars had evolved into a real system, and for the first time in a long time, he felt in control. With his confidence growing, Jason decided to branch out. He'd learned that digital products, like ebooks, online courses, and software, often paid higher commissions than physical products. So he registered with a platform called ClickBank, known for offering a wide range of digital goods. He chose a couple of beginner-friendly finance and productivity tools that aligned with the content he was already creating and began crafting short reviews for those, too. At first, it felt like a risk. The products were more niche, the prices higher. But soon enough, his first $25 commission came through, followed by another, and then a $50 one. These digital sales were a game changer. They didn't just bring in higher earnings. They also proved that Jason could diversify his income without spending a dime. By now, he understood the power of storytelling. He wasn't just selling products, he was sharing experiences. A video about a budgeting app became a mini-story about how he used it to track every penny when he had nothing. A software for freelancers was introduced through the lens of someone trying to build a business from scratch. His content was relatable, and that relatability built trust. Jason realized another goldmine hiding in plain sight, reviewing tools that had free trials. People love trying things risk-free, and many companies offer affiliate programs that pay even if the user just signs up for a free trial. So he began reviewing platforms like email marketing tools, free stock photo sites, and video editing apps, all offering free trials. His audience appreciated it, and so did his commissions. As the months passed, Jason's income climbed steadily. He wasn't rich, but he was earning $1,500 to $2,000 a month consistently, more than enough to cover his expenses, and with some left to save or invest. The best part? His videos continued to work for him even when he wasn't online. A product review he'd recorded 2 months ago could still bring in clicks, sales, and commissions. That's the beauty of affiliate marketing. It scales with time and effort. He also started collaborating with other small creators, appearing on their podcasts or stitching their videos. This expanded his reach, brought in new followers, and helped him learn even more tricks of the trade. Jason wasn't just surviving anymore. He was building something real, something that gave him freedom, purpose, and options. He created a small Notion dashboard to stay organized, tracking which affiliate programs were performing best and which types of content got the most clicks. He began experimenting with SEO-friendly YouTube videos that were a bit longer, reviewing multiple items in one sitting. While his shorts brought quick bursts of attention, YouTube gave him another stream of long-term income. At this point, Jason made a decision. He was going to treat this like a real business. He registered a domain name, set up a basic blog using free templates, and started posting written reviews that matched his videos. He wasn't a writer, but he knew people searched Google just like they scrolled TikTok. Every blog post was another chance to share his affiliate links. And slowly, the clicks followed. But more than the money, what surprised Jason most was the sense of control he now had. No boss, no office, no worrying about whether someone would hire him again. He had built something from scratch, and it had all started with $0 and one idea. He knew affiliate marketing wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It was about consistency, honesty, and playing the long game. He stuck to promoting things he genuinely liked and avoided shady offers that promised huge commissions but didn't deliver value. His audience trusted him, and that trust became his greatest asset. Jason's story proves that anyone, with no background, no capital, and no fancy gear, can turn knowledge, effort, and the internet into income. He didn't hack the system. He learned it, adapted to it, and showed up for it every day. So if you're sitting there like Jason once was, overwhelmed and unsure where to start, remember this. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to start. Pick a niche. Find products you believe in. Share your story. Be consistent. And build one step at a time. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment sharing your thoughts or questions, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support helps more than you know.